Hello everybody, this is Raven with the Regal Reptile, and this is a very short How-To Tuesdays because, oh my goodness, I just had a really long vacation with Thanksgiving at my in-laws' house, and it was amazing, and now we're back, and I have a huge 6-foot project I'm finishing up, so I'm just trying to keep pumping out a little bit of content here and there, at least until the end of the year, and then things might get a little bit better depending on stuff. But here we go. I had a request for more chameleon videos, so this How-To Tuesday is going to be about how to free range your chameleon, because it's a chameleon and it likes to explore and it's stuck in a box. Granted, a very large, very awesome box. But if you look beside the box, I have a nice tree, and it is a fake tree. So you can use fake trees. You can use rope, you can use dowels, I have some fishing net that's like really strong, and I'm debating on how to fixate that to the trees. But basically what you want to do is set up a little forest somewhere outside if it's weather permitting, or in your house if you have a big enough space. You can even put some stuff on the walls that are climbable for your wonderful chameleon friend. Some important things to note is plants that are unsafe for your chameleon, like pines, needly plants that have little needles on them, plants with glitter on them, fake plants that have just spray painted on them that could be toxic to your animal. You also want to think about how sturdy these plants are. Like, this is a Scheffler tree. It's got some really sturdy branches on it that he can climb on. However, this guy over here, which is a really nice tree that I got from a friend, and it's in a pot and it's really nice, might not be the best tree for your chameleon, because the first thing, and I actually put Galileo on this and he was super excited. The first thing he did was climb up this branch, and then it just went whew on him, and chameleons can get heavy. So what I'm thinking I might do is just take a rubber band and really band this together so it's more, uniform, and so it can't bend as much. But I still got to think about ways of reinforcing these. And what I might do is take some craft wire and wrap it all around just to make these things really strong. But they bend very, like a poor chameleon would get up here and be like, whoa. What's really funny is they actually show stress colors when whatever they're climbing on doesn't quite add up. They'll get gray, or they'll get bright. Or my veiled chameleon got very gray and dotty when her branch was about to fall. And then she went back to bright green. When she was fine, when her footing was, it's kind of like that. Oh my goodness, my stomach flipped. I almost lost my balance, except in color on your body. So that's the difference between a good tree and a not so good tree to use for your chameleon, is this flimsy thing here. Another thing you want to consider is supervising your animal while they are out of their cage, and that's very important, which is why I set up one of these fake trees in the kitchen, and I think it looks really nice. Kind of matches the colors of everything. And I'm about to actually clean my kitchen, so I thought it would be a good time to take Galileo out and let him climb around on this tree and stop what I'm doing every so often to make sure that he is okay. Another thing you can do to enhance your chameleon's out of cage or free roam time is actually putting lights above their free roam area. Like, if I think eventually I'm going to put a UV light maybe up there, or a heat lamp or something. Like a UV light would be better. If you're going to put a light next to your chameleon's free range habitat, make it a UV light, because the more they're under UV, the healthier they are. You don't want them to lack UV. Now, if you have a free roam outside and it is outdoors underneath the sunshine, just make sure they have enough shade, and that you are definitely supervising them if they're outside. You can sit on a lawn chair or something like that. And they're getting natural UV, which is the best UV for reptiles anyway, so you obviously don't need lights outside. But inside, you can get a mercury vapor bulb or something like that. It's not as expensive as the whole T5 fixtures and lights. Those are amazing as well. And here's the big boy now. Soon I'll do a video strictly about how to take your chameleon out of its cage and things like that. But I need some more equipment to do that with. I don't have a tripod for this phone yet, so as you can see, my footage of him is kind of black and dark, but that's okay because we're almost into the light. There are very good ways of actually handling your chameleon, even if they're a little aggressive. Yeah, buddy. The fact that he's letting me, like, film him right now is amazing. Hopefully he doesn't get angry and recognize the camera as an eye. Because chameleons are really good at noticing eyes. Like, they can tell if you're looking at them. But they don't like it. But anyway, this is Galileo, guys. You guys wanted to see how he was doing? He's got this nice long tail. There you go. You want it around my hand? There you go, Galileo. He still has a little bit of tail anxiety, and that's okay. But this is how big he is compared to my hand. He is now 2.5 years old. Actually, he's more than that. He's almost 3. So this is an ambelobe, blue body, yellow bar, an ambelobe, yellow-bodied blue bar chameleon, panther chameleon. And he actually kind of has a red body right now. But he's not showing me angry colors. We're going to put him on the tree. Good thing to do for your chameleons is to start them out low so that they can explore the tree and climb up, because they always like to go up. Whoop, you bumped your head. You gonna go? There you go. Oh, there you go. You got this. Look. Go up the tree. Yeah. There you go. You got this. Ta-da. You gonna let go of your tail? You gonna be okay? Whoop, corkscrew tail. Chameleons are cool. Look at this tail, guys. Look at it. Look how curly it is. Yeah. And the tree, it kind of matches you. See, it's red and green. It is. Hi, look at your tail. It makes me think of a baby fern. They're called fiddleheads, and they grow all curled up like this, and then they open up into the fern. There you go. You can hold on to the leaves down there. There you go, baby. Yeah, check you out. You are amazing. You're amazing. And as I clean the kitchen, he'll probably climb all the way to the top of this tree, and I'll have to get him down and put him all the way at the bottom again. So, he likes to change his color when he's on the tree. Don't really know why. He is very happy because he's outside of his cage, and chameleons can recognize whether they're in their enclosure or not. In fact, if you get a new chameleon and they're not really into you, they probably won't eat if you have the cage door opened. So a good trust building exercise is letting the cage door be closed when you feed them, and then later on, be in the room when you feed them, and then feed them and open the cage door and be in the room when you feed them, and then eventually look directly at them when you feed them. Galileo he's very friendly, but he's still an interesting case where he will not eat if we're looking at him, which is why, unfortunately, my wonderful YouTube audience, I do not have any footage of him eating, because as soon as he sees me or the phone looking at him, he will stop eating. So maybe in a few months, hopefully, he will start eating for us and we can enjoy the chameleon tongue, which is longer than his body. So we're going to let him climb. I'll go over some key points again. You want to make sure that the tree is sturdy, and everything that the chameleon is climbing on, ropes, dowels, anything you want to use, branches, are stable for the chameleon's weight, and they're not going to bend underneath the chameleon's weight. Make sure that you are supervising your chameleon wherever they are outside of their cage, especially outside. I wouldn't suggest doing yard work while your chameleon's outside. I would suggest sitting in a lawn chair near your chameleon, but that's just me. Also, you can enhance their time outside of their cage by mounting basking lights or UVB lights outside of their enclosure near their free roam area. You can use live or fake plants. Just make sure that the live plants are on a safe plant list for reptiles, and that the fake plants don't have glitter or toxic paint or anything on them that might hurt your chameleon, like evergreen spikes or anything like that. And one other thing, if you get a tree that's used, like these trees were used, and a couple of wonderful people gave them to me because I didn't want them anymore. I took them outside, I hosed them down, I used very diluted bleach water and some vinegar water and really rinsed them off to make sure they didn't have any parasites or mites or anything on them. So make sure your trees are clean. And I think that about wraps up the How To Tuesday. It's good to do this for your chameleon because they like to explore, especially males. Now, he loves to explore because he's looking for a lady chameleon around this age, except there aren't any lady chameleons. But he still enjoys exploring, and it's very enriching for them. So I try to take him out at least twice a week to let him climb on this tree, and eventually I want to mount some really cool branches on my wall to make it look like an art type thing, like modern art or whatever. And, put them on the wall so they won't fall off and let him climb on that. But I need some cool driftwood or some really cool branches. So if anybody has any ideas where I can find some cool branches, go for it. You can find your own branches outside. And if I manage to grab some from outside, I'll do a video on how to clean and prepare branches from outside for your reptiles later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope y'all had a phenomenal Thanksgiving. I did. I ate way too much food. And I hope to upload a bit more videos before Christmas. Share this video with your friends if you have friends that like reptiles, and even if you don't have friends that like reptiles, just to show them how cool they are. Look at this guy. Check him out. His eye's not even looking at us anymore. You can also subscribe to the channel and join the Regal Reptile family. That'd be awesome. And you can also hit that bell so that YouTube will tell you when I post another video, since it's apparently sporadic right now. Have a wonderful day. See y'all.